Are you afraid your emails are getting lost in the inbox clutter? Do you want to create emails that your audience can't wait to open and read? Well, in this video, I'm gonna share 3 powerful tips that I've been using throughout my career as a sales email copywriter to get a subscriber to not just open an email, but to actually enjoy and find that content valuable and relevant to where they're at in their life right now. Let's get started. So the other day I was scrolling YouTube and I found this comment. Here's what it says. I get 20 emails like these a day. They're all spam. I'd love to learn how to write an email that actually connects. I swear if I send that email to you, you wouldn't tell it apart from the 50 others you received alongside mine. Now, this guy is talking specifically about the cold outreach email. And I get it, I delete probably 5 or 10 emails like that per week if they actually find their way in my inbox, because the majority of them actually land in the spam box, which means I don't see them. But this goes beyond just the cold outreach email. This is actually something that spans across various types of emails. Whether we're talking a plain newsletter that has nothing salesy in it, whether we're talking about a launch email or a challenge or a free webinar registration email, these 3 factors matter more than you think, and they're honestly not as difficult as some people make it look like. So here's how to write emails that actually connect with your audience. Number 1, these emails are never about you. They're always about your audience. Honestly, people, they don't care. Mostly, they never really care about what you did today. Even if you're a personal brand or a celebrity, if you want them to actually pay attention and consume your content for more than 5 seconds, you still need to give them the answer. What's in it for your audience? This is actually the difference between using or serving your audience. And when it comes to your email marketing game, trust me, your audience will know if that's what you're doing. If that's all you're in for, you, your money, your brand, your product, they're gonna lose interest soon, because if they get what they want from you, like your freebie or that discount, they're gone until you offer them something with a similar value. So if you'd rather always stay bound to using discounts to sell your courses, well, continue using your audience. If you don't want to do that, then figure out what is it that your audience wants from you. What are their pain points? What are their problems? Why are they coming to you in the first place? And what is it that they expect to learn from you? Which takes me to the second factor. And the second factor is honestly so overlooked in today's marketing industry. This is so annoying because it's actually what makes things so simple to write emails that connect with your audience. And this is called relevancy. So a simple answer to what is relevancy in email marketing means writing about your audience's interests, aspirations, needs, problems, desires, frustrations, false imitations. You're making the emails about them, not about you. But there is still one thing to keep in mind. What is relevant to you might not be relevant to your audience. So let me explain this with a very short example. Let's say you're someone who teaches people how to stay fit and lose weight. You've gone through this journey yourself some years ago, and you realize that the way you're doing it is actually making a lot more sense than how other people are teaching it. As a result, people come to you because they're interested in this framework. However, here's where the disconnection happens. Instead of you talking to your audience about your audience's problems with staying fit and losing weight, you talk about your current life and your routine, your present day routine for staying fit when you've already lost a lot of weight and when you've already created the kind of, body shape, or you've met your body outcome, your body goals a long time ago. The only way this makes sense is if your audience is made up of people who are very similar to where you are right now. So people who are fit, people who have a healthy lifestyle, people who match you and your body type and your determination to actually work out. These are the people who would be interested in your routine to stay fit as, a fitness guru. But for someone who's maybe like me, overweight, I can admit to that, they have a crazy lifestyle, their parents, they can't really focus on creating a schedule where they can say, okay, every Wednesday at 9 a.m. I'm gonna go and work out. Because stuff happens and your kid could get sick, so everything is thrown away. Now, if that's the audience you want to serve, you really need to understand their pain points and then draft emails that are relevant to their specific pain points, not yours, because I'm gonna have a very hard time to relate to you and to actually be able to use and believe that your workout and your recipes or whatever you're doing to help people with fitness and weight loss are actually gonna be helpful for me, which means that I might open your emails, I might like your Instagram content because it looks awesome. I'm interested in the idea of getting my body where your body is right now, but I'm never gonna take a lot of action, or I'm never gonna commit to it because of this disconnect. Like, how is this relevant to me? If I don't believe that it's relevant to me, I'm not gonna engage and I'm not gonna connect with you or your brand. So I talk more about relevancy in episode 5 of the first season of my podcast, Master the Inbox. Here's the video. You'll find the link in the description, and I explain how to make your emails relevant so they can connect with your audience. And now, it's not something that I invented. Relevancy marketing is something that actually exists. You can go check it out, run a Google search for this after you watch this video, and you'll see that this is something a lot of brands use. And no, I'm not only talking about making your content relevant to, summer or winter. No, I'm talking about making your audience relevant to your ideal customer so they can connect and engage with your content on a personal level. Now for the third factor. This is context, and context is king nowadays. So everyone can talk about everything all the time. For someone to pay attention to your emails, you first need that relevancy, and then you need the context. And context helps justify why you're even sending that email in the first place. Context justifies why you're making a sales pitch. Now, most people understand context in the form of seasonal content, in the form of, holidays, flash sales, Black Friday, Christmas, New Year, whatever. And while that's true, it's only like the tip of the iceberg. Context happens every single day, and you can tap into that every single day with every email you have. But this means that you need to know your audience, and you need to be very particular about what's happening in your audience's life on a weekly basis. So let me give you an example. And this can work as a disclaimer as well. So let's say you have an audience that is really into astrology, and they believe that Mercury retrograde actually has an impact in their lives. Now, you can actually start creating emails that tap into that context and then bring on one of their pain points to make it relevant. So let's say I'm a business owner and I actually run my business based on astrology. And trust me, there are people who do this. And you are someone who actually teaches them that. Again, there are people who are doing this. Which means that you're going to tap into the context. Hey, Mercury goes retrograde next week. Here's what this means for you as a woman in business who's planning to do this and this and this. It's gonna impact this specific area of your business, and it's gonna make it more complicated to maintain clear communication. Then you go deeper into one of those pain points. Maybe this specific female entrepreneur struggles to be clear in her communication. Maybe she's planning to launch something. Maybe she's planning to open a new store. Whatever it is, you can actually tap into that. Another example, which is even more common, it's like, hey, beach season starts soon. Are you ready for this? And then you can actually talk about, so it's April and we only have like 1 month left or 2 months left before the heat waves come, and we're gonna be forced to wear less clothes. And if you're struggling with weight loss, if you're not happy with where you're at right now with your body goals, again, we're talking about pain points, that can be a difficult season for you. Which is why over the next few days, we're going to share a few tips and solutions to help you get ready for the beach season with the minimum possible effort you can invest right now. So if you only have 5 minutes a day to get trained and lean, then that's what you're going to do, because we created this program for you. Now, that's an example of a sales email. But you can change that last part so that it's more like a challenge, or it's more like an accountability email series. But this is the context, right? It's April. We only have 2 more months before summer hits, and it's going to be very hot, which leads us into the pain point, showing our bodies because we don't really feel comfortable. I mean, I struggle with that, so I can definitely relate to that specific issue. Now, context helps you bring your audience's awareness back into the first stage. And this is very important. This is something I use every time I write an email promotion, because it comes with this understanding in mind. Your audience subscribed to your list some time ago. They were in a very specific mind frame. Maybe they actually were ready to take action and they wanted to start losing weight. Maybe they even bought one of your programs, but something happened and they still haven't successfully achieved their outcomes. But at the same time, life has happened as well, which means that they're not in the same problem awareness stage they were when they first joined your email list. So you always have to bring them back to one of the big pain points they have when they joined your email list. And the only way to know this is to segment your email list, to run your customer avatar surveys, and to always listen to your audience, because that's how you can serve them in a valuable and significant way. So now you know these are my 3 go-to steps for writing emails that connect with your audience. And if you want to learn more about writing emails that are really engaging and considered valuable by your audience, subscribe to this channel and you'll be receiving more content in your feed. Every week I post an email teardown where I go into my inbox and I look for really good sales emails that sell without selling, and I explore them and I analyze them for you so you can see what other people are doing good so that you can implement those tactics in your own email marketing strategy. And as always, if you have a question, drop it in the comment section below and I'll actually create a video answer for you. Thanks for watching.